all over the world, great people, influential people, music stars, movie celebs have younger wannabes who look up to them and eventually begin to sound and behave like them. They call it inspiration. Here in Ghana, you can't have a music or a high life conversation without the legendary Charles Kojo Fosu, Daddy Lumba, or Julius Kojo Entry, the maestro. Some years back, two wannabes sounded like them. One, Kwesi P, he sounded like Kojo Entry. Very, 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 very much like Kojo Entry. And one, Kwame Anokye, who sounded like Daddy Lumba. Years on, Kwesi P, little by little, gained some reasonable amount of relevance and mileage and longevity. And so, after a period, he has become a legend in his own right. Yeah. On the other hand, Kwame Anokye's story is a little different. What really happened? Between 2009 and 2010, Kwame Anokye emerged on Ghana's music scene after his wonderful performance on a TV reality show, Just Like You, on TV Africa. This was a show that contestants were made to mimic legends and people who they looked and sounded like. So after the show, Anokye was like everywhere, performing Daddy Lumba songs. Was that a strategy? If it was it a good one? He continued. So after a period, he released his own songs. My favorite is Famitra. I'm sure you all remember that song. Let's take a listen. Famitra, 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 Famitra. Let me be the last one. Famitra, 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 Famitra. Let me be the last one. Famitra, 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 Famitra. Let me be the last one. Oh man. Beautiful song from Kwame Anokye. And so he kept on, but he was still performing Lumba songs. So in 2015, I personally attended an album launch. It was Daddy Lumba and Ampon collabo. They did an album together. And later conference in Semba, And this happened at Glorious Wave Church, Sofo Prophet Emmanuel Bedukubi's church inside Sakumono. Yeah, I was there. That day, Kempon and all these big guys were there. It was a beautiful show. Now, on that day, Anokye performed, I think, Mimpai Bui. And during his performance, Daddy Lumba picked up a microphone. And it was beautiful. When he was singing, the legendary Daddy Lumba was backing him. So at that point, I felt after Lumba has retired so many years from now, Ghanaians won't have to starve again because we'll have a Lumba replacement, one that even looks like him a little. Just that the original Lumba is like a high budget Lumba and Anokye is more like the low budget Lumba. That's on a lighter note. He kept on performing Lumba songs at paid events. So in 2018, Daddy Lumba decided to sue Anokye, for performing his songs without any consent at paid events. So Anokye gathered industry gurus, the creme de la creme of the music industry, to go and plead with Daddy Lumba. Afterwards, we didn't hear of the court case again, so I assume he left everything to go. Late 2018, Anokye developed brain tumor and his looks really, really changed. It was a scene to behold. Then fast forward, he asked for help through Kofi Adoma. So God bless you, Mr. Kofi Adoma. Kofi TV has been very influential. Big up yourself. We thank God you are okay. And fans and loved ones came together and contributed so he could be flown to India and seek medical treatment. Weeks after the surgery, it is reported he fell into a coma, and on the 30th of January 2019, he passed on to glory. a heartbreaking story. Fans and loved ones came together again, and he was flown back to Ghana. You know, later on he was buried, and I mean, personally, it's a very emotional story for me to share. Like the brother Philip one, because we also Name Benkakra, you know, during the performances every Sunday at Jerusalem, Jerusalem pub at Mile 7, and so this is how a mega destiny was truncated. You know, I was talking about Kwesi P and Anokye. Kwesi P sounds like Ojonchi now. He's a legend in his own right. Strangely enough, some way, somehow, Anokye's roots didn't help. Lessons to be learned? Drop in the comment section. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. And those of us, the wannabes, we should learn to do things right and pray. Riasono and Nahokwa. Thank you very much. Once again, is your boy Joe Jingo. Bye for now.